Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's time for the NHL Rundown with our professional handicapper, Steve Duncan, who's been on absolute fire in the NHL, posting 1,057 units over the past 7 days with his NHL premium picks here on the site. So let's bring him in right now. Steve, how's it going tonight?
It's going good, my friend. Yeah, we're hitting well, seeing the NHL really well right now. Hit my best bet tonight again. So let's. Tomorrow's got a 10 game card. I really like this card for tomorrow. So let's get at her.
Let's get at this 10-game card here for action here on Tuesday. So we begin here with the Red Wings and Sabres. We see the Sabres laying $1.20 at home, total 6.5.
I've been burnt this by this quite a few times this year, and I'm not going to get burnt with it again. For some reason, this year, teams that had horrible road trips on a long road trip, when they play their final game on a road trip, and the Red Wings have had a horrible road trip, they win. So, plus money, I'm going to take the Red Wings money line here.
All right. Steve Duncan get his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Red Wings and Sabres. Steve likes the Red Wings here at plus the 100. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. It will be time here for pick number 2, and this will come from the Sabres and the Sharks and the Flyers. We see the Flyers big favorites at home, minus 298, total of 6.
Can't do anything but the Flyers here. They need this win hardcore. Have been kind of struggling a little bit lately, so they can feast on the Sharks. I'll take them on the puck line. Got to take them on the puck line because that number is huge. So we'll go puck line.
All right, Steve Duncan get his premium plays and his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Flyers and Sharks likes the Flyers here. Puck line, lay the puck in half at minus the 115. All right, guys, click the link in the description. You'll get right to Steve's handicapper page and go ahead and see what he's got to offer right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's doing great work over the past 7 days in hockey, over 1,057 units of profit, all documented. See the promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll save you that 20% off. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown on all 10 games tonight's card. Penguins and Senators. We see the Senators home dogs here. Penguins minus 118, total 6.5.
Yeah, I had a big discussion with a friend of mine about this game because both of these teams have been struggling like a son of a gun. However, I got to thinking, which team do I think is giving up more than the other one? And to me, that would be the Penguins. I think they're giving the big two middle fingers up to this organization right now, and they just given up. It's sad to watch Crosby look around because I know Crosby isn't the one giving up, but the team in itself looks like they've just said screw you. So I'm going to take the Senators on the money line at home here.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Premium plays, Penguins and Senators. Steve says go Ottawa minus the 102. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown for tonight's action. For Tuesday, next up, it's the Blue Jackets and Canadiens. We see the Canadiens favored minus 120, total coming in at 6.5.
Yeah, not my favorite pick on the card, but I'll take the Canadians at home. I think they just have a little more heart at home, where the Blue Jackets might have given up the ghost. They traded to Roslovic and a few guys at the deadline. If they did have a little fight in them, might have taken it out of them there. So I'll take the Canadians minus 120 here.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find the link in the description right to his page. Blue Jackets and Canadiens. Steve is here on the Canadiens here at minus the 120. All right, let's continue here on our 10-game card here from the NHL for action on Tuesday. Next up will be the Rangers and Hurricanes with the Hurricanes favored minus 162. We see the total coming at 6.
I like the Hurricanes to win this, but I don't like that price at minus 162. It's not really given, sort of disrespectful to the Rangers. But one thing I will say is this is going to probably be a playoff type game. The Hurricanes should have Kochetkov in. The Rangers should have Shesterkin in there again. Two goaltenders hitting their stride right now, and two teams that know how to play defense right now. So I'll take the under in this game, under
All right.
6.
Steve Duncan, get his best bets at TonySmith.com. Link is in the description. Rangers and Hurricanes. Rangers under total of 6 goals. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. A pick from every game on the board here for tonight. Next up will be Panthers and Stars. This one close here. Panthers minus 150. Stars minus 115, total of 6.
This is going to be one hell of a battle right here, I'll tell you that. This is going to be the one to watch tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. But both of these teams have extremely good goaltending. Panthers are a massive shutdown team. They've been shutting everybody down, and I imagine they'll do their best to do that against the Stars here, no matter how much they try to do otherwise. You got 2 great goaltenders, 2 very good defenses, and this is going to be like a Stanley Cup playoff type atmosphere here. I'll take the under and 6, and especially, yes, the under 1.5 first period. I think that's going to be about as tight as this game is going to get there in the first period. So.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at TonySpace.com. Find the link to his page in the description. Panthers and Stars under 6 for the game, and first period under 1.5. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown as we're ready here for our next pick from this card. It will be Coyotes and Wild here. Wild favored 192, total of 6.
I got to take Wild in regulation. They need this win too much. Coyotes aren't that great of a road team, and they're wearing down. Their defense is just too young, too green, not used to playing these kind of minutes. So Wild in regulation for me here.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his premium plays over at TonySpeaks.com. Coyotes and Wild. It will be the Wild in regulation here at minus 120. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. Every game on the board here for Tuesday. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Set those notifications so when you get these plays right away, get the best numbers. All right, next up will be Ducks and Blackhawks, minus 110 each side, total of 6.
Ain't nobody care about this game. Nobody. But that being said, if I'm going to take a team, the Ducks just basically traded their whole center. They have no centers. Although I do believe that they got one back today, but I still think Bedard will take that out. And I'll take the Hawks at home. If you're going to give me a pick 'em here, we'll go the Hawks at home.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Blackhawks and Ducks. He likes this one here. Blackhawks here, minus the 110. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. Guys, like, subscribe, set these notifications, get future videos, and be alerted when we're live on occasion here on the show. All right, let's continue here, because there'll be times when our schedules don't match, and we'll do a live show the same day. That will be on rare occasions, but that's why you want to set those notifications in case we have to do this live. Let's continue here on our NHL rundown for tonight. We will look at next Avalanche and Flames. Avalanche road favorites minus 180, total of 6.5.
Flames are coming off an Eastern road trip. Wasn't the greatest, most successful one, but after you trade Tanev and Hanifin, then they brought in Miromanov, a couple guys that aren't bad defensemen, but they haven't played with each other for very long. Very difficult spot. And the Colorado Avalanche, they're just rolling right now. I don't know if you haven't been watching the Colorado Avalanche right now, I highly recommend you go check them out. That's the way hockey is supposed to be played right there. They're playing angry. They're playing like we're taking on the world. And I don't see the Flames being able to keep up with them here. So I'm going to take the Avalanche on the puck line at plus 140.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find a link to his page in the description. Avalanche and Flames, the play here, Avalanche puck line, lay the goal in half, plus here, the 140. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown here for Tuesday's 10-game card. Up next will be the Golden Knights at the Kraken. We see the Golden Knights minus 142, total coming at 6.
I think this price is a little disrespectful to the Kraken, but on the same note, I mean, they just brought in Hurdle, they brought in Mantha, they added Hanifin on the D line. And this team was struggling, and it was struggling with confidence a little bit, the Golden Knights were. But I think this was a confidence builder for them. And they'll come in here against the Kraken, who are fading away a little bit, and probably take it. I'd like to take it in regulation, but since the Golden Knights have been struggling a little bit, we'll just go on the money line at minus 142.
All right, Steve Duncan. Get his picks at Tony'sPicks.com. Premium plays at Golden Knights and Kraken. The Golden Knights here at minus the 142. All right, we got through this 10-game card here from the NHL. It's time to look at Steve Duncan here, which you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. As you can see here, Steve has been on a tear in the NHL, 1,057 units of profit, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. So if you go over to Steve's handicapper page, you'll be able to go to pick history, see every play that he's loaded in. You'll see his records up on the site. So this is fully documented, fully legit. These plays are graded immediately by an independent source here, as we pay people for the lines, the scores, and then grading. So it's done independently. So, all right, Steve, what do you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com for this Tuesday card?
Well, I'll have two best bets. We hit our best bet again today for hockey. Basketball, a little bit of it. I think I'm just going to focus mainly on hockey tomorrow. I just really, really like that card. Highly recommend you come over. I'll probably have a 3-game package for you. But more than anything, I'm a high volume bettor. And the reason why I bet high volume is I'm very confident in my picks. And over time, over the long haul, over a month, over a year, I haven't been red for a whole year since I started capping 6 years ago. Always in the green. So I would highly recommend you take my 1 week, 1 month, or yearly packages. That's where you're going to get your best value. That's where you're going to get your best dollars in your pockets. But if you insist and you want to take my best bet or my regular picks, hey, go over there and do that too. We're hitting pretty well on those as well. So, yeah, head over, and that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. I'll have probably two NHL best bets going for tomorrow.
All right, guys, got to go with Steve Duncan over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the numbers here in hockey, 1,057 units of profit. So get on board. You'll find a link in the description that will take you directly to his handicapper page. There you'll see all his pick offerings here for Tuesday's card. And don't forget, we have those long-term passes as well. They'll save you money. The 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. You get all of Steve's premium plays for that time period. Just like when you go to his handicapper page, make the purchase of long-term passes. And, of course, we'll save you some money here when you use our promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Steve's page in the description. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Steve, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, see you later, everybody. See you tomorrow, man.
All right. For Steve, I'm Tony. We'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow.